Today we will get ready for the How the Brain Works performance task. We will be learning about different parts of the brain and what they do. First, you're going to participate in a challenge. The idea of the challenge is to see how long you can go without blinking. You may want to choose a spot on the wall that you are going to stare at, or simply stop your eyes from moving and keep them open. Once you blink, raise your hand so that I will know you have finished the challenge. When you are finished, sit quietly so that you do not distract the other students around you. After I count down from 5, the challenge will begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's 2 minutes and 15 seconds, and we still have a couple people going. Nicely done. Okay, wow. Why do we blink even when we are trying not to? Why do we breathe without having to think about it? How do we know if the water in the tub is too hot or too cold? How do we know we are being called for dinner? Turn and talk to the person sitting beside you about the answer to these questions.
Not very long. I think I was like the second.
Okay, finishing touches on the conversations. 3, 2, 1. What did you guys talk about? What did you guys decide? Alexis?
That whenever you touch your smell or see something, that it sends signals to your brain and your brain sends signals back out.
Very good. Okay, and that she was talking about this, the signals go out and they come back in. That is our brain is the CEO or boss of this system. And this system is called the nervous system. And this boss, or the brain, is in charge of all the other systems in our body.
on the sheet of paper that I handed out to you while you were discussing, I want you to write at least 5 things that the brain does for you. Write down a list of 5 things the brain does for you. Okay, give me some things that the brain does for you. Can some of you guys just raise your hand and we'll call it Alexis? Move body parts. Josh?
Memorize.
Memorize.
Stores memories.
Stores memories.
Talk.
Talk. Yes? Blink.
Eat.
Eat. Breathe. Absolutely. Anything our body does, that brain helps us do. As we discuss the different parts of the brain, write down the name of the part of the brain that you think would be responsible for each action on the list that you have created. Our brain includes these 5 parts: the cerebrum, the cerebellum, the brainstem, the spinal cord, and the pituitary gland. Okay, so each one has its own job. The cerebrum is located in the front of the brain. This is the thinking part of the brain. It helps control the voluntary muscles, the ones that move when you want them to move. This part of the brain also contains your memory, and it helps you to reason. For example, you reason, if I do my homework now, I will be allowed to play my favorite game later. I think Bailey and Josh mentioned memories, right? Making memories, okay? And the voluntary, when you want to walk, right? Walking, running, so that'd be that section. The cerebellum is located in the back of the brain. This part of the brain controls balance, movement, and coordination. Everyone try to pat your head and rub your stomach at the same time. Your cerebellum has to work very hard to coordinate your hands so that you are able to do 2 different movements at the same time. Thank you very much. Good job. The brainstem is located at the bottom of your brain. This part of the brain is small, but responsible for basic vital functions of the body. It connects your brain to your spinal cord. Where's the spinal cord? Down here? Where, Bethany?
Down your back.
Down your back, right. So it connects the spinal cord. Okay? Your brainstem is in charge of all the basic actions that need to happen for your body to function. What would some of those actions be? Yes, Trey?
Breathing.
Breathing, absolutely. Along with eating, Chloe mentioned eating. What does the body have to do when you eat? Jesse? Digest the food, absolutely. How about, yes, Nathan?
Blood.
Circulating the blood, absolutely. Pumps that blood through your body. The brainstem helps control the involuntary muscles of your body. Involuntary muscles are the muscles that do what they need to do without the person thinking about it. The brainstem tells your heart to pump faster when you are exercising, and it tells your stomach to digest your meals. The pituitary gland is located in the middle of the brain behind the nose. The pituitary gland controls your growth. It produces and releases hormones into your body to make you grow. How do you think a message gets from your brain to your toes, or from your toes to your brain? What's that system that runs through that controls that, Josh?
The spinal cord.
The spinal cord or the entire system? The nervous system, absolutely. The nerves between the brain and your toes, that's what controls these messages, all the nerves. If you're in your small group, share the list of actions that you wrote down and the part of the brain that you think is responsible for this action.
And I think this is
You use it to memorize, you use it to talk, and you use it to move your arms. And the brainstem is used for breathing and thinking.
Okay. For the brainstem, I had the breathing about the digest.
Okay, coming back together. 3, 2, 1. Inside your body is a very complicated highway system of tiny nerves that connect all the parts of your body to your brain so that messages can get back and forth. Obviously, your brain is very important. What are some things that you can do to keep your brain strong and healthy? Yes? Plenty of sleep.
exercise your brain,
Exercise your brain how?
like reading and writing.
Reading, writing, puzzles. Brandon?
Carrots.
Healthy food like carrots, absolutely. What else? What would you do to be safe in an activity like riding a bike? Yes. Wear a helmet. Protect that brain. You'll take a look. The brain takes up most of the space in the skull. That helmet protects that brain. There's not a lot of space up there for that brain, so you need that helmet to protect it. Okay, in your performance task, you will be learning about what the brain does. The information that we talked about today should help you prepare for the research and writing you will do in the performance task.